What is up, the Steam blockchain? Today I want to talk a little bit about exponential intelligence that I see coming. So a lot of the topics are about data processing, how we're going to have artificial intelligence. But then of course we have something called, natural intelligence. So both are going to exist. And we see the computing power goes up every year, right? We see computing power, we see our smartphones, external technology is getting more powerful, like data processing. And in many ways, you can call that an artificial intelligence. Okay, it is external technology. Then we have internal technology, which is, of course, our body, our brain, all of this. And sure, we're gonna have faster machines. Computing power is going to be amazing, like data processing, all that a machine can do. And people are going to say like, whoa, external tech is getting faster and faster and faster, this is so cool. One intelligence aspect of life that people are not paying attention to is that natural intelligence is going to grow as well. And this is probably mainly going to happen in small pockets at first, but hopefully we can make it bigger, right? So natural intelligence, obviously, that is, so we humans usually only consider, or mainly consider, especially the last 100 years, we have really been obsessed about the mind, right? About our thoughts and emotions, and they're very, very cool features. But it's not being attentive to life. It's a small aspect of life. It's psychological drama. We can enjoy it. We can dislike it, whatever. We can create whatever we want there, but natural intelligence is going to explode. Natural human genius that is coming from observing life, exploring life, that is going to explode. Like, we're going to have so much innovation happen, and we already see it. When I talk to people and people cross check information, and we're sharing more and more data, people are getting more intelligent. It might be hard to see because this is not going to grow in a linear fashion. It's going to happen at exponential rates. That means that you may not see anything or almost nothing one year, and then next year it's going to boom, it's going to explode. So that's really what's going to happen. So a big thing, obviously, that why natural intelligence is going to grow so big is because we don't have to do menial jobs. We don't have to do physical jobs. We don't have to do data processing jobs. So I can take an example. For example, I see how computing power is getting more and more intense for every day now that goes. So for example, it took me over 10 years to really get, or I've been making videos on YouTube over 10 years. Okay, that's a very, very long time. And now I see these new token systems are coming out that can basically create value 100 times faster. So instead of 10 years, it can happen in 1 month. This is exponential growth, and we cannot see it in a linear fashion. So we usually like to look at everything in linear fashion. This is going to happen next year, this is going to happen next year, but what happens is we almost see no progress for a few years, and then boom, everything changes. That is what I think is going to happen when natural intelligence explodes. And it's not any magical thing I'm talking about. I'm just talking about humans being attentive to life. If humans are being very, very attentive to life, natural intelligence is just going to flower, basically. So that is going to explode in new amazing stuff happen, because when people are being attentive, great stuff is going to happen, because the consciousness they're very awake. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I'm super passionate about intelligence. And in many ways, we have been only looking at the data processing intelligence for a very, very long time, especially the last 200 years, because it has been very, very useful, because we didn't have the computing power. So we have been investing a lot of energy into develop the data processing tools, the computing tools. But now in a few years, when this tech is going to be even faster, it means that that value is just going to spread so much quicker. And that means that we can focus more on exponential natural intelligence. And of course, we're also going to have artificial intelligence. Like, you can decide what you want to use. And what I think is going to happen is, I think that humans can basically become 1 million times more intelligent. And the thing is, with intelligence, the logical mind, they sort of want to put intelligence in a box. Oh, this is intelligence, right? But the logical mind, it's very limited. And the logical mind can mainly focus on past data, while intelligence can observe new data and take in so much new stuff, right? So exponential intelligence is going to be very, very interesting to see it be developed, or to see it manifest, basically. The ways I can see it is all these new projects on the Steam blockchain. I can see it when people chat. It is mainly more intelligent conversations. We have more people thinking also than ever before, right? So it is, exponential intelligence is going to be super, super fascinating. And especially because a lot of people have more time over to look at things, to look at life, and yeah, and just see what needs to be done. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. Like, it's gonna be super, super fascinating to watch it. And the thing is, like, we can't really predict the future because we look at things, as I said, in linear ways. And if natural intelligence, if that like explodes, like a lot of people use natural intelligence, the things can change very, very quickly. We can get so many new innovations, and we have sort of seen it in the amount of new billion-dollar companies. It's just growing and growing at an exponential rate. It just happens faster and faster and faster and faster, that there are more successful companies and they get more funding, basically. So every day now we can get like a new innovation, or yeah, like any day now, a person, if we get one more person that's using their natural intelligence more than just the intellect side, we can really leverage that. Because even all the intellect tasks, a data processing machine is going to have the perfect intellect. It's going to go over all the data. It can basically analyze the whole internet, and then it can rearrange that data in whatever way you want, because it's gonna process that so much quicker. And then our use case comes exploring intelligence that is basically not based on data that we type into a computer. And when we combine that natural intelligence and artificial intelligence, it's gonna be interesting, right? So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and where I get new insights from is basically exploring life, observing things, and I'm gonna keep doing that. So yeah, have an awesome day, Steam blockchain. Bye bye.